This is Sydney.
I'm Sydney.
She's much tanner than I am. Despite that I live in California
and I don't.
She lives in North Carolina.
Yeah. It's
So
fine.
now you can truly see how white I am.
It's fine.
Everyone's like, I really love your tan. I'm like, not tan. That's tan.
This is Dan.
It's also fake tan, but still tan.
Yes.
All right,
Counts.
so if you are one of my followers, I am going to post my shopping link right here in the comments. But if you are a follower of Sydney's, make sure that you message her to order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say message. Oh, I can't type that much.
And I'm going to go ahead and share it onto my page for my people. So.
Okay, so pinned there, and then if you're watching this from Sydney's phone, make sure you message Sydney to order. Any of the makeup you're about to see, we're going to be doing the same exact makeup look, but it's going to be kind of entertaining because we are talking, and we do things much differently with makeup applications, so it should be pretty entertaining. Entertainment.
It should be.
Hello, guys.
Hi, friends.
Do you see your friends yet?
I just did it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
In a few minutes, your friends should come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. So on our face already, I have setting spray, Glorious face primer, setting spray.
And I am setting spray face primer.
So
just the two.
Yeah, so she likes it just that way. And then I always do an extra spritz of the setting spray because it sets the primer on my skin. I have oily skin.
Oily, so oily.
So we're both oily.
Yeah, so bad.
So if you have dry skin, you probably won't get that many tips in this one. I always try to like mention things. So you do too.
I try.
Yeah.
I'm really bad about sticking like with my same routine.
Oh, do you
know?
See, now I'm like a stickler for my routine.
Yeah,
I do
like I do the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
And like I wish I could do more for dry skin people, but my makeup would look so bad if I did.
Yeah, it would literally be pouring off your face.
Yep.
So cool. What is her business page so I can follow her?
My business page is Sydney Danielle. It is Sydney Danielle.
Danielle. How do you spell Danielle? 2 L's and
Danielle.
There you go.
I have to like do it all at one time, otherwise it doesn't.
There you
It
go.
ruins. So.
Hi, ladies, and I also tagged her in the in the description.
Yes.
So you have that. You're a North Carolina girl too.
Yay for North Carolina girls. What part of North Carolina?
Okay, so let's get started.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
All right, so we're actually, like I said, I mentioned before, we're going to be doing the same exact routine. Southern California, that's what, represent. All right, so we're using the Liquid Touch Foundation. I'm using the shade Lace. What color are you?
Cashmere.
Cashmere. Oh my gosh, you're so tan. So Lace and Cashmere.
Yes.
And then I like to apply mine with the powder concealer brush. So I simply just start kind of painting my face with this. I like this brush the best because it applies it really evenly and very quickly. What do you like?
I do it with my finger, and I'd like to dot it just to make sure I have enough, I guess you could say. It's like a OCD thing. And then I use a blending sponge to blend it all out.
Okay.
So, damp blending sponge.
Right.
No dry sponges.
And you just like bounce it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't drag it at all.
Okay. And see, I sweep underneath the neck to really get it to blend out. Always
It's like a must.
Yes.
You have to.
And then I just kind of disperse it until I like the coverage. And the Liquid Touch is really great, especially if you have oily skin, because it dries into a matte finish or like a powdery matte finish, but it's not, the formula is insane because it's not cakey at all. It's so incredibly like smooth and soft and lightweight. Like it feels like you have nothing on, right?
It does. It's super lightweight, which for that amount of coverage you would not expect that.
Yeah, you'd think you were wearing like a mask.
Yeah.
So
Super
I'm
light.
going with a second coat. I usually love super duper full coverage, which I love that this foundation is totally blendable. And then with my second coat, I just kind of like disperse it all over. I don't really worry about like how nicely it looks because then I go in with the blending buds by Unique, and I was telling Sydney about these.
I know. I still haven't gotten them. Such a slacker.
Are so good, you guys. They're like literally game changer. I'm gonna grab just a little bit more actually on my finger, and I'm just gonna dot this around my face because, like I said, full coverage up in here.
Yes.
All right, so these are damp. So these, like I said, are from Unique, and I love them. They make your makeup so incredibly smooth. They really compact all of the makeup like down into place rather than just like sitting on top of your skin. So if you've ever felt like your foundation is just like sitting there or just like not looking super smooth, especially my ladies who have fine lines and wrinkles, this is literally game changer for that.
It definitely takes the cakiness out of it.
Definitely.
Being so full coverage.
Yeah.
It's not a cakey foundation at all, but if you feel like it is, just wet a damp sponge.
Yeah. Yeah,
and go over your face.
It really does make a difference. It adds like a little bit of moisture into your skin as well.
And it picks up excess. If your skin has too much on it, it's going to pick up excess, but not all of your makeup.
Yeah. It definitely makes your makeup last longer, like longevity-wise in the bottle, because you're not needing as much to get that really full coverage look. All right, so
totally agree.
That's it, like all over blended. And as you see, it's kind of like that really pretty satiny finish. You're so damn tan. I look so white.
I feel like you look tanner now.
Yeah, now I do. Now I need to blend it out. I'm like, great. You're saying you don't match? All right, so now I'm going to go in with the concealer. I love our concealer. Using the same thing? Oh, no. What are you using?
I use the stick foundation.
Good idea.
I use stick foundation.
So I'm using the Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza. And then what color are you using?
This is velour. So this winter, I'm super, super oily, but my under eyes got really dry this winter. So that's why I started using the stick foundation, because it is more of a hydrating foundation. And I love the way it looks. And it brightens me just enough. And I literally just paint it on my face.
Oh, smart. So if you are not a huge fan of the Skin Perfecting Concealer, or if you have dry under eyes, like Sydney was saying, then the stick foundation would be a really cool option for you. And as you see, super easy.
Yes.
And then how are you?
With the kabuki. Yes. Okay. I press it in. I don't drag anything. Do you drag anything?
This way a little bit.
Look like a...
Wow.
Now I look like a real Indian. It's fine, because I'm like so tan.
So you just like stipple it in?
I press. Yes. Okay. I stipple it in. I don't drag. I want it to stay in place, just like with any concealer, really. Yes. And you don't lose coverage. If you stipple or press, you're not going to lose coverage like you will if you drag.
That's cool. And what I love about both options is you're still going to get the super full coverage finish. So Skin Perfecting Concealer, super duper full coverage, and also the stick foundation. All right, so I'm ready to set it. So I'm using the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder. Actually, I think we both are. Yep. So this is game changer for oily skin ladies. I'm going to take actually the same sponge that she put on her foundation with, but I'm using it dry, and I'm going to spray it with my setting spray.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'd never do that.
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
So I take it like that, and then I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it.
Oh, me too.
So, is that what you did too?
Yeah.
So I
need
just
to get in there.
Press it into the setting powder so it gets all over there, and then I simply just go over my under eye with this, patting it on just like that. And what this does, what setting powder is it's going to be the heat from your skin bakes it into the foundation. So instead of your oils or humidity or just environmental whatevers, instead of making your makeup look oily or cakey or like rubbing off altogether, it soaks up into the setting powder so it doesn't move anywhere. And it also mattifies your skin, and it helps to give you a more full coverage look.
Yes. Now, do you prime your eyelids with concealer, or do you
Oh, yes, I do.
Eye primer?
No, I just go over with the setting powder. I use my setting powder as
your primer,
yeah, as the primer for my lids. Is that, what are you doing?
I use the stick foundation.
Okay.
Or whichever, like if I use the Skin Perfecting Concealer, then I'll use that. But I've got lash extensions, so
so you have to
I do like an extra step with my brush. Just to be careful.
Really on there?
Yeah. Okay. And then just to make sure, like, I obviously don't ruin my extensions.
Yeah.
And then go in regular.
Your skin tone is so different. I know, we've been joking around about that. Where do you
That's
find
the beauty of Unique. We can fit all skin tones.
I know, really all
we
skin
really
types.
Can.
These ones are by Real Technique. You can get them at Walmart. What should I use if I have drier skin? So Martha messaged me, and I can give you a recommendation. That one's mine. I recognize her.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was like, I don't know who that is.
Where did I find it? Oh, I already answered that one. Dang, need to press. Yes, Joy.
Yes.
And now I use the fan brush, and I just like sweep away any excess that may be on there. And then now for my highlighting for my under eye, I like to do this step. I take the Mineral Touch pressed powder, but I take it in the shade Scarlet, and I take my dry beauty blender, and I just simply push it in the pressed powder, and then I push it on underneath my eye like this. And not only does it set my under eye even better and prevent under eye creasing, but it also helps to really brighten up my under eye and makes it look much more tighter, more youthful. See that difference? It's really good.
I need to try that powder. I don't have that color.
Hello.
Probably
Yes,
light,
Scarlet is the it's probably
probably watch
you
me
probably
out
use
so
velour. So like if you're lighter skin tone than like me, you could use Scarlet to do this step. But if you're a little bit darker, then you can use the shade velour.
Ha! Velour works great.
Thanks for being here. Yes, we love it. And I'm sorry we're not answering a ton of questions. You guys are really far from us, actually.
We really can't see.
2 for 1 today, exactly.
Yes.
I know, right? How fun.
So I am already on to setting my face. I'm using Touch pressed powder in the shade Satin.
Ooh, I use the shade Taffeta.
Yes.
So it's in the same family. So Satin and Taffeta are really similar, but mine's obviously lighter. And so how are you applying it with the...
This is a oldie but a goodie brush that really probably needs to be thrown away. But it's so good, and I can't part with it. But it's just a good, fluffy powder brush. That way you're not... Like stippling that in. I love that. Yeah. I love that.
So this gigantic brush is from Sephora. So just message me and I can give you the link to this actually. So I just use a big giant kabuki brush on here and it helps to apply it very airbrushed and very light on your skin so it doesn't look really heavy or cakey or any of that. This pressed powder is like honestly the best pressed powder in the history of pressed powders.
Best.
It is so soft. And now see how I have that like really obvious discoloration from my neck to my chest? Totally fine. This is where you can kind of blend all of that together and just really kind of push that together so you don't see that anymore. So voila.
What I can try to do, maybe we can see questions
that's a good idea.
a little easier, you know.
Okay. I love this
I forgot I had it on.
step. What a difference it makes for my under eyes. Totally. I'm way closer to the darker complexion. Would love to see. Yes, we will give you guys a full list in the comments after we get off.
And it's nice that we're doing this together, too, because nobody, like, at home, I don't have any super fair people that I can put on my Facebook Lives at all. I used to work for a tanning company, so all my friends are tan.
Oh, that's why you're so dark.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see. But yes, we'll give the full product list in the comments. And like I said, if you came from seeing Sydney, make sure you message her to order. And then if you are a follower of mine, make sure you're shopping right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find everything.
Yes.
Okay, and then for contour, how do you contour?
We're going beachfront bronzer in the shade Malibu. And I go in with 2 different brushes on mine.
Okay.
I go an all-over bronzer and then more of like a contour situation.
So now I'm using the beachfront bronzer in Hermosa, which is a shade lighter than
I don't have that one.
Malibu. It's so good. It's so pretty. And then I'm using the tapered cheek brush, tapered blusher brush, which is by Unique. And I just swirl in the cap, tap any excess off, and then start from the top of the ear and work to the corner of the mouth. And then I'm just contouring just my cheeks, and then I'll contour my forehead in a minute. And then I always like do little swirls, and it softens that up. Like that.
Yes. I feel like I look crazy when I bronze until like you blend it all out and then you're good.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the hardest parts about kind of makeup in general though, is you're going to look crazy until you're done.
Yeah. You always think like, oh, this doesn't look wrong or doesn't look right. I think that was definitely a really good tip because when I first started playing around with makeup, I would always stop and wipe it off because I thought I was doing it wrong.
Do you remember your first smoky eye?
Yeah, exactly. But you just got to wait till the finished product and it really just all kind of comes together. Just stick with the tips that you've learned, that you've been taught, and just keep going. Okay, so for your nose, I always just squeeze my brush and then I run it down the sides of my nose.
So I use, what is this? I think it's a Real Technique setting brush. I don't know what you could possibly set with this tiny little thing, but I use it to contour my nose.
Okay.
And like my cheeks. But
So you really get it like in depth.
Yeah.
So I do more of like a all over or like more of a subtle contour. Something that's a little more sun-kissed, and then hers is a little more sculpted.
Yes,
so
more
it's
dramatic.
It's just all personal preference. The lash set. Yay, Kristen, I'm so excited for you. You're going to love it. Lash sleeve. My phone is changing in the next 30 minutes. Awesome. Cool, welcome.
There we go.
All right, so I'm just going to make sure it looks as bold as I want.
They're such good bronzers. They are such good bronzers. They're so pretty. And I feel like, we only have 3, which seems like, okay, there's only 3. But they look so good on so many different skin tones.
Yeah, agreed.
You can't go wrong with it.
All right, so now I'm moving on to blush. And I'm using the shade Supple today. I know this one's out of stock right now, but it should be back in stock really soon. And for our blushes, they're so pigmented. They're so gorgeous. So good. Yeah.
I love mine.
Clearly. I bounce around with all of them. So I always swirl in the cap, and then I smile, and I like to tap mine on. And I'm using the blusher brush from Unique. And then always tap, and then just pat on. But this color is really pretty because it's very subtle. If you're looking for a color that's similar to this that is available, the shade Seductive is basically the same color, just without this like pop of highlight. So I just tap mine on like that, and it just simply like gives me a really pretty like flushed look. think my shirt is making me look even more
I
white.
can't wear black on Facebook Live at all because my lighting gets so bad. I think because I do mine at night.
I was like, why do I look so white? Okay, so now
I'm probably not helping. If I get out of it, you're probably back to normal.
No, I'm still white. Okay, so for highlight, I like to take the... Have you done your blush yet?
Yes, and blush.
Okay.
You do highlight now?
Uh-huh. When do you do it?
I do it like, yeah.
Oh.
You do yours, and I'll wait for you to do eyeshadow.
All right, so I do my Touch Limo Luminizer in the shade Lustrous, and I pop it on my finger, and then I massage this or like tap this on the highest parts of my cheekbone. So the warmth of my finger really helps to kind of melt it into my skin really well. So you get this very gorgeous blended highlight. If you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, you'll love the cream, which is this guy. It's a cream to powder because it won't accentuate those fine lines. And then I like to go in with the powder form now in the shade Lustrous again. And I just take like any fluffy brush is fine. And then I pop this on the bridge and tip of my nose. And then I go right over top of the highlight. And it just really makes it pop. Just like that.
It's so pretty. I love the cream and the powder together. I don't do that enough. I need to...
It really just makes it look
change my game.
so intense. It's so good.
Yeah.
It photographs really, really well too. All right, so then I do my brows.
Okay.
What do you do?
I do eyeshadow
Okay,
next.
I can do my eyeshadow.
I mean, I can do my brows.
I mean,
we can do whatever.
I don't care.
I feel like I can do... Does it not scare you to do your brows first? Like, if you blend out your eyeshadow too heavy that you're gonna mess up your eyebrows? Okay, let's try it. I'm down. Let's do
You
it.
sure?
Yeah. I'm game.
Okay.
When in California.
When in California.
Yes.
So we're doing brows?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna do brows.
All right, so we're both using the same product. This is the brow pencil in the shade Medium.
I use blonde.
Blonde. Okay, so she's
Blonde.
using the lightest shade and I'm using the middle shade. And then I simply just follow the natural shape and direction of my brows already. So I start here in the front and I just kind of do little hair-like strokes towards the back of the arch. Once I get to the arch, then I start taking it throughout the tail and kind of fling it outward. And then where my tear duct is, I go straight up, and that's kind of where I know where to cap off my eyebrow. And then I just kind of connect it all. So it's basically just like outlining and then coloring in. What do you do? Explain yours.
I start at the front on the bottom portion and go toward my tail. Then I brush all the hair downward and then outline the top. Then I go and fill it in.
Oh, okay. So slightly, a little bit different, but same kind of
concept,
technique.
yeah. And then I slightly kind of just feather in the front, super light. Because for
Yeah.
me, I like my front to be...
Like ombre.
Yeah, almost like a little more sparse so it kind of looks natural.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm blessed with pretty decent eyebrows naturally, but they always need help.
And then if you aren't blessed with eyebrows, a good product for that is the Esteem Lash Serum. You can actually use it on your brows and your eyelashes, and it's on sale in the lash sets. So if you guys haven't checked out lash sets yet, definitely do so. So again, if you're a follower of mine, go to RheaHopeBeauty.com, and that's where you can shop. And if you're a follower of Sydney's, make sure that you shop from her website.
Yes.
Or just message her. But so the Esteem Lash Serum, like I was saying, makes your lashes and your brow hair grow like weeds, you guys. It's insanity. And it's only $24 by itself. But
It's
you can
so
actually,
affordable.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so glad that they lowered the price on it.
I mean,
So
you cannot buy a good lash serum for that
No.
anywhere.
And it's on sale in those sets, so you can actually get it at an even better price with those sets.
Yes.
Now, tip 2, if you do mess up on your brows for any reason, or if you go too heavy or too light or whatever, you can always take the spoolie end, and you can kind of comb through, and it almost acts as like an eraser.
Yeah.
So, it's a good little safety net if you need it. Hello. Hi, guys. Do you have any tips for us younger women over 50? Yes, Babette messaged me, and I can give you a full recommendation, but basically you're going to want a lot of hydrating, and you're going to definitely want the blending buds. What's Sydney's name on Facebook? I tagged her in the top, Sydney Sanders.
Yep. That's me.
That's you. Can we watch your training tomorrow? Yes, I will. I'm actually going to have Sydney record it.
Yes.
And then if you want to watch it live, you also can. They're doing a live stream for $10. You can live stream the entire training.
And y'all, it's going to be so worth it.
Yeah, it's really...
Spend the $10 and watch it. It's going to be so good.
So good. So if you
So
want all
good.
that details on watching the training, if you are a unique presenter, or if you just... Honestly, if you sell anything, you can really utilize the information that's going to be shared.
Or if you've thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it'll fuel your fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Regardless.
That's true. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. What are we doing next? Are we going to do eyeshadow?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally do eyeshadow.
Let's do it. It's my favorite.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 liquid eyeshadows today. We're going to do Ornate and Overt. And these actually are on sale in the Kudos.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find them on sale there. You get to pick your colors. So you get 2 liquid eyeshadows. You get any lip product you want. You get any blush. And then you can upgrade it and get the any foundation option for free.
Yeah.
For a discount. Big discount. So again, you'll go to Kudos on my website here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then if you're a follower of Sydney, you can message her for hers.
Yes.
Where did you get your watch band?
Amazon for the win.
Amazon.
I love me some
for
Amazon.
the win.
I think it was like $20. Super affordable. If I find a good deal, I'm here for it.
Okay, so for this, what are you going to start with?
I'm going to start with Overt, the
Okay.
matte brown.
Yep, so this is Overt. This is going to be the matte brown. So we both do it different ways, so enjoy. And whatever, I mean, you could try it both ways,
Yep.
one way, whatever. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take Overt, and I'm going to just go straight in with it on top of my eye and start kind of slowly working inner, outward, upward. And then I'm going to grab my cream shadow brush, and then I'm just going to start blending this out.
So I do it a little differently. I take my wand and my fluffy crease brush, which you can see is well loved. Mainly because I literally,
Jeez.
I think because I figured this out like a week ago,
Uh-huh.
and that's like I've done it every single day. I've used this combo every single day for
Yeah.
like a week. I literally brush the product onto this brush, just like that, and then I go in my crease. I start in the outer corner, just like that. Looking like you got punched a little bit. And then I just kind of go back and forth, almost just as if it were a regular eyeshadow. Tiny little circles back and forth, blending it all over the place.
So once I get mine on, then I like to take my crease brush, and then I just start blending that out all over. And this kind of softens it up a little bit, and then it will blend out that harsh line out here.
You said it's a crease brush?
Yeah, so this is the unique crease brush.
I
and then
love that brush.
I have a paper towel on my table, so I'll just simply kind of go over it, kind of sweep it onto my towel.
And you don't have to be a professional, I feel like, to use liquid eyeshadows. I think people get scared.
Because it's just something new.
Yeah. And like, oh gosh, I'm putting something wet on my face, you know, that's not foundation.
Yeah. And honestly, they dry so fast. They're smudge proof, they're crease proof, and honestly, I'm pretty sure that they're the easiest eyeshadow choice besides the blurred cream shadows.
Oh, for sure. I think they're way, like, they're so user-friendly.
They are.
They're so user-friendly.
So on the other eye, I'm doing the same thing. I just kind of pop it all over the lid. And then I go in with the cream shadow brush. And then I just kind of flatten this all over. Just to make sure it's, like, really even. And then I'll go and I'll start blending it out and up. Like that.
And you're going to look crazy when you do this, by the way. Like, it's going to be so weird and so foreign.
Yeah.
But you just keep blending, just like you would with anything else.
Yeah, the more you blend, the better it looks. Yeah. And then again, I switch it up and grab the crease brush. And then I'll just go over it all to soften it up. I think the cream eyeshadow for Sydney, if you're putting less on, it would be good to do it on the brush. Yes, you can also do that too, for surely.
I think for me, it's more of an OCD thing because I have lash extensions.
Control.
Yeah. And I think going old school with your shadow, you dip your brush into your shadow and then you go in with it, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost like a comfort. Comfort zone.
And then you can make this as pigmented as you want.
Yes.
So it's totally buildable as well. So I'll just take whatever's left over on my brush and then I'll go over just like the lid with that.
Now, do you do your lower lash line too with shadow?
No, I use a pressed eyeshadow.
Okay.
Do you like using the creams?
I love using
liquids?
this eyeshadow.
Oh, nice.
This one.
What brush with that one?
No, it's a tiny little one I got off of Amazon because I want one that's like super tiny, you know?
What about that one? Liner shader brush?
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what I use to highlight. I use the other side. Highlight my brow bone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are the workers doing today? Yes, they are hanging my mirrors. I'll show you guys on my Instagram. So if you're not following me and her on Instagram, make sure you do so. My name on Instagram is Rhea Hope, and hers is
Sydney Sanders 33.
Sydney-satin 33.
I wanted it just to be Sydney Sanders, but apparently there's a lot of them people.
Man, those Cindy Sanders.
So rude.
Sydney Sandy Shinny Sanders. Okay, so now I'm going in with the shade Ornate, which is more of a bronzy brown, and I'm going over this with, I'm going to go over my whole lid with this.
It's such, if you've ever wanted a good bronzy eyeshadow that's not like crazy shimmery, but it gives you a good,
yes,
pop of color, it's such a good, and it's good for all ages. I love that on older women, younger women, teenagers. I think it's so versatile.
It really is. And it's honestly the fastest bronzy eye you could ever ask for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of
and effortless.
I'm sorry.
Effortless.
We'll make sure to post our after photos because this light is like really ruining me right now.
I think it's because there's like two of us and it can't focus. Probably doesn't know what to do. Yeah.
I can't decide.
It's overwhelmed.
I love the liner shader brush. Yes, absolutely. Love it.
Here we go.
Lexus says, how is San Diego, Sydney?
I love San Diego.
I'm trying to get her to move here.
I love it so much. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny because, like, in North Carolina, we always say it's 3 hours to the mountains, 3 hours to the beach. Well, here, it's, like, way less to both.
20 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy. What did I do with that brush? Okay.
20 minutes everywhere.
You already did your your shimmer one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just popping it all over the lid.
Okay, so I do the same thing, but I use the cream shadow brush and do the same thing. I, like, touch it to the wand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you touch it to the wand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just,
and
extra.
then I always take the crease brush and then blend that out.
And it's so soft, yet just dramatic enough. Like,
yes.
And it's daytime appropriate, nighttime, date night, work,
Absolutely. Super pretty. All right, so then for my under eye, I like to take my eyeliner in the shade Perfect, and then I do my water lines with this. So I just simply run it along. And I love this eyeliner because it actually stays put. It's only $15. Doesn't build up in your tear ducts. It's the best.
Which is crazy because it's so creamy. Like,
yes.
It's just the amount of
so good.
Perfect consistency.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And then for my under eye, I like to take a pressed eyeshadow, and I'm going to take the shade Nonsensical, and then I'm going to take the liner shader brush, if I can find it. There you go. Liner shader brush, and then I just tap in the liner side in the pressed eyeshadow, and then I just drag this underneath my lower lash line, and this is just going to give it more of like that finished, cohesive look. So just like so. So for oily eyelids, definitely make sure you're using the setting powder, which is the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder, before you go in with your products. And then also the setting spray is a really good primer as well. When you are also doing your primer before your makeup, be sure to massage it onto your eyelids. And then another thing that really is amazing for that is the liquid eyeshadows, because they are smudge proof. Even if you have slick eyelids, they're not going to go anywhere. What time's the live at tomorrow? I believe it starts at 9 is the live stream for the training that I'm doing, if that's what you're referring to, but I don't speak until 12:50. Where are you guys going out? We're actually going to go, it's my brother-in-law's birthday party tonight, so we're going to go out to dinner for that. Sydney's super excited.
So excited. I love socializing.
With strangers.
I love strangers. They're great.
It's cold in North Carolina, so I'm sure the weather's way better there.
Here or in North Carolina? Here?
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was when I left North Carolina yesterday. Yeah. It was 38.
Yeah, and it was 86 yesterday here.
But our summers are
70.
like, I think they probably feel hotter in North Carolina because we have humidity.
Totally.
And y'all don't have that, which is crazy to me.
With your eyes. Oh, yeah, so pretty.
So pretty.
You look so pretty.
I do your nail.
You do your nail. You want nail, dude? You got a boyfriend? What's the liner Sydney is using on the waterline?
Perfect pencil liner.
That's what I used to.
Yes.
But you used it on top. Where did you use it?
A waterline, top and bottom waterline.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I did also.
Yeah.
I live in North Carolina near Raleigh.
Raleigh?
Oh. 3 hours.
Yeah. It's great. And we get all seasons. You get every aspect of every season.
The rock. Because you rock that thing. Oh, thanks, Brenda. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so now I'm ready for lips and mascara. So what I do before I do that is I always take my setting spray and I set my makeup. So I set my makeup before I finish it because I like that the setting spray preps my lips. Yes, sets my lips for the lipstick. And then also because I'm going to be going in with mascara, instead of making my mascara even more wet than it already probably is, so it's less likelihood for your mascara to transfer. So the first thing that I do with my lashes is I take the lash primer, which is amazing. It's very, very hydrating for your eyelashes, so it helps make them stronger and curl, and it also makes them longer and more bold. So I do one coat of that from the base of the lash all the way up. And then I do this on both sides, just like so. And then once I have that on, then I go in with the 4D mascara. And what are you doing?
So I'm highlighting now. So I'll leave my baking on the entire time I do my makeup, and then I dust it away when I'm done. And also, like, when you do your brows and all that, sometimes you have little hairs that fall out, and so you don't have to worry about, making a mess or cleaning up. But I'm going in with Pearly and Lustrous. You can tell they're well loved. And I mix them together and put them on my cheekbone, my nose, my forehead a little bit. And I love it so much. I think they're so pretty together because I'm obviously super tan. Mm-hmm. But I think the Pearly, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good like blush topper. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Just kind of like accentuates your blush. And then I grab Lustrous
and that's the
by
one I use.
itself, which is like super bronzy, which you can't even really see because it's so worn out. And I use the liner shader brush, the little shader side, and I highlight my brow bone. And this is a good color to go with this entire look because you've already got the bronzy eyeshadows. So if you grab your kudos, definitely tear up and grab your foundation. I would recommend throwing this sucker in too. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, the highlights are definitely one of our best products because they're super pigmented, so you don't have to like try, but they're also not like obnoxiously glowy like some of the ones like, no offense, but the Becca highlight is like too much
so
for
intense.
me. You put it on and I'm like, oh my word, people are gonna be looking at me from Mars.
Yeah, you stand out. You gonna be
Hi,
nervous.
Emily. Okay, so now I'm using the Epic waterproof mascara and I'm just doing a coat of this on top. So I did the 4D because I love the length and volume that it gives, but I love to go in again with the waterproof Epic. So one, it makes my lashes waterproof, and then I really love this applicator. Yeah, go for it.
I don't know where I put mine.
Yeah. Hello. Hi guys. Okay, so once my mascara is done, I'm ready for my lips when she is. But I actually am going to copy you because I liked that tip, but I don't have the brush. Let me use your highlighting brush from my brow bone.
Oh, liner shader.
Okay. And Lustrous?
Yeah.
I don't know where mine is.
Take them. I just think it's so pretty, and I think it's like an instant brow lift too.
I love that idea because it kind of pairs really well with the eyeshadow, like you said. That's a great idea.
And if you're more fair, go benevolent.
Yeah,
I mean, the brighter one, which one's the brighter one?
Iridescent.
It's super white.
But benevolent is like a good medium.
Yeah, but if you're wanting just a pop of something, go benevolent if you're more fair.
Yeah. So if you're more white like I am.
But even lustrous on you, like it's totally fine because the eyeshadow look like everything.
So we're wearing the same highlight, we're wearing the same blush, we're wearing...
Our highlights look amazing.
I know they do.
This is amazing.
Are you blind yet?
I'm blinded by the light.
Okay, so now for our lips, we're going to do the same exact lip look. So this I was actually really excited about because there's so many times that I've gotten messages saying, I'm copying the lipstick that you're doing and it doesn't look the same. It's because everyone's lip colors are different.
Everyone's dark naturally. Mine are pretty dark too.
Yeah. So it might not be that different actually.
We might look like twins.
So we're going to go in with the lip liner in Pouty.
That's our goal, is to be different.
So the lip liners are incredible because they're super creamy, they glide on, they're smudge proof, they're only $15, and they're matte. Do you know what the kudos will be for March? I do not. What's good shade for bronzer for Tulle? Haley, you'll want the shade Sunset. Thanks, Don. I got you live. Yay, hello. Thank you so much. And like I said, and I always say this, if you guys need any recommendations or any help or picking out your products, or if you're not sure what products to grab, just send a message and we would love to help you. So depending whose follower you are or whose customer you are, stick with your girl. Yes. But if you're a follower of Sydney, message her. And then if you're a follower of mine, just message me.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you line your lips?
I overline, so,
Yeah,
which
sure.
I haven't been able to do because of my allergic reaction, because I haven't, been wearing lip products. But I do a little extra underneath, right here, so you develop more of that pouty, but it's normal on the sides.
Yep, you go down further in the middle, and then back up.
Yep. And then same, but like opposite on the top. So you're fuller in the middle, and then you kind of go back down to your normal side.
Yes, but then when you smile,
There's
or
my
close your
Aaron.
mouth, you want to have it together. Hi, Ashton. Welcome. Aaron's here. Want more live shows. So I go live actually almost every day. So make sure that you are tuning in. You can actually turn on live notifications, which is a really cool feature. So top right-hand corner, you should be able to click those 3 little dots and turn on live notifications. That way Facebook will just alert you when we go live. And if you haven't done so, make sure you click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. We miss you.
Should have come. You wouldn't want to go home either.
So do you fill in your whole lip?
No. Not when I do this combo.
So I always just fill in the center.
I do the outsides. If I fill in, like for this, I do the corners.
Okay. All right, and then the liquid lipstick that we're using is the shade Successful. And this color is more of like a mauve-y nude. And it's kind of like the same color as my shirt, actually.
Yeah.
And I always start in the center, and then I blend it out. And I don't like to use a ton of product because the thinner that you do the liquid lipsticks, the longer they stay on.
And also wipe your excess. Like when you pull it out, wipe your excess on the edge.
Yes.
Because I remember my mom tried it for the first time. She was like, I hate it.
Yeah.
I was like, or maybe it's my grandmother. And I was like, well, what? Like, this is the best thing ever. Why?
Yeah.
And she did it, and I was like, well, no wonder. It looks like you're, painting your lips.
You need less is more with liquid lipstick. So I usually will just focus on the center and then dust it throughout the lips. And then I take my finger, and then I use my finger the rest of the way and just blend it out. And I take it all the way to the lip liner.
Yes.
Just like so. And do you use the whole thing the whole time?
Sometimes I'll go in, sometimes I'll do lip gloss, and then I'll blend out my lip gloss with my finger.
Okay. Okay. So mine's on, so you can see the difference.
I love this color. It's so good.
Yay, thank you.
So good. Oh, well, there's
So
that.
Shelly, make sure that you are wiping off the excess and then massaging it in like I did my finger is a really good tip. All right, so last step is I'm going to take, and you are too, are you ready?
Luxe.
The Luxe lip gloss, and we're just going to top it with this. It kind of lightens up the color a little bit, and then it gives it this really gorgeous, like, glossy finish. Just like that.
It's so good.
I know,
So
don't we
good.
all wish we were as tan as Sydney? I do have a really good self-tanner. If you want the link to it, just message me.
Yes.
Which I will actually be doing tonight. So I'm not okay with being this white. All our beautiful ladies. You guys are so sweet. And if you are older, message and we can give you recommendations. It's not a problem.
And I will say, this is just so weird. I don't know if you knew this either. I'm blind as a bat.
Are you?
I cannot see without my glasses. It's so bad.
Didn't know
So
that.
if I can do this sitting
Blind?
this far away from a mirror,
Yes.
it's so user-friendly, y'all.
really
Like,
is.
It really is.
Yes, absolutely.
It really is.
It really is easy, and it's really easy, especially when you have these like tutorials. Did you see how bright it got?
No.
When you have these tutorials to kind of like follow along with, so that's always super user friendly. And then you have us to like help you walk you through the steps. Like it's not like when you go to Sephora and they like sell you on all this product,
Right.
and then you go home and you're like,
You've got a bag of $400 that you don't know what to do with.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is like, we help you along the way, we explain it, and then we also have a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you just return it. We are wearing the shade Successful on our lips with lip liner and Pouty and lip gloss and Luxe.
Yes.
And I'll go ahead and put the full product list with both of our shades in the comments after I get off. And then, like I said, if you're a follower of Sydney's, make sure that you message her to get a recommendation. If you're a follower of mine, send me a message and I can give you a recommendation. And then website is right there, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then if you are a follower of hers, message her for her link. But we love you guys. We hope to see you soon. Yes, Margaret, message me and I can give you the name to it. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye, guys.